What's up, guys? We are back in the tube of Annihilation. Let's find out what happened last time. Our protagonists were facing off with a powerful group of cultists, of House Karanok, making sure they were unable to activate the next obelisk in the series. The minions they had slain previously were of no major threat, and so they figured this would be as simple as wax on, wax off. But boy, were they wrong. They waxed these motherfuckers off, but if we're being honest, the wax was flying. The low-level cultists fell right away, but two of their armored warriors had been well trained, and along with three dark energy welding priests, the fight was starting to look tipped in the cultists' favor. But that didn't stop our heroes. One of the priests grasped at Snorri, sapping him of his life force. The bugbear fought the feeling, but it took him. It took practically all of him. The bugbearian lost consciousness and fell to the ground. Holy fucking shit, these guys were more powerful than they thought. Snorri was down and Margarita was close. From behind a ruined building to the north, the priest of entropy shouted for them to collect their friend and go. It doesn't have to end in bloodshed. The group weren't standing down. Even with Snorri being taken out with one single surge of dark energy, they would die here if that's what it took. And so our heroes fought on, rushing in on the well-armored fighters, but allowing one of the priests to run up on the obelisk and begin to activate it. Ah, fuck. But Faye had a trick up her sleeve. The gnome started stirring up the weave, tapping into the nature of space and time, grabbing the cultist priest by the collar and tugging him through a warp in reality, tossing him into the flooded waters 100 or so feet to the east. Holy shit, that was clutch. The cultists damned them and persisted, but Mark rushed in, making sure to heal Margarita and keep her going, followed by bringing Snorri back up right after that. The team was not going to die with Healbot 9000 on the job. After healing his teammates, he aimed his sights at the swimming cultist, but was mentally prevented from attacking by some sort of protection energy hovering over him. The priests tried all they could, summoning a massive swarm of insects to clear them away from the obelisk, but even then our heroes had created plenty of space the cultists would need to cover to activate the thing, and that was their main issue. The swimming cultist priests crawled from the waters and began to run towards the obelisk, but not thinking, the priest had attempted to protect himself further from harm with an aura of entropic motes. But what the priest hadn't thought of was that damaging someone would negate his original protection spell, allowing our heroes to lash out and take him out once and for all. At this point, there were only 2 or 3 left, and the head priest shouts out that they've already contacted home base. Kaestra and the rest of House Karanok are aware of the activation ritual. Killing them would mean nothing. Backup would be sent. Faye shouts back, "Oh, so you're planning on losing, are you? Why else would you even bring up needing backup?" Which flustered the cultist and pushed them to attack harder. The head priest steps out from behind the building, approaching Mark, and with another snap of their fingers, the life force that held the construct up was extracted, leaving the shield guarding inert. Thud. It fell to the ground. The cultists were trying their best to intimidate them, but even with their power levels, our heroes weren't letting up. If anyone else went down, healing would be an issue with Mark out of the fight. Fuck! But within moments, the remaining cultists were slain and the group was allowed time to catch their breath. Snorri would begin his post-battle ritual of chopping off heads, when suddenly the body he was aiming at shifted, rolled over looking up at him. It was the head priest. He had pulled a Juliet and wasn't actually dead. The priest looked up at Snorri, not expecting him to be heartlessly defiling corpses, then to the obelisk. He lurched to his feet and lunged at it, but Snorri was quicker, and he beheaded the faker with a final swing. 5 runes were currently lit up, and the group knew this obelisk was the next in the order, so the cultists would need to come here. But after their brouhaha with the crocodile cultists and then House Karanok directly after, our heroes were forced to retreat. They couldn't take on another group as they were. Pushing their way back to Camp Promise, thudding footsteps are heard approaching, and then a polite voice shouted out, "Excuse me, a little help here. These guys just won't leave me alone." He turns back to shout at 2 frost giants chasing after him. "Sorry guys, I'm just not interested." He runs past the group, putting them between him and the frost giants. When the giants approach, they recognize the adventurers from before and hold off their attack. They've already heard it. Wait. Oh, yeah. They've already heard it from the giants. This was the man they were after. This man held the Ring of Winter. This was Artis Cimber. Mark confirmed it was who he thought and encouraged the man to give the Frost Giants the ring, but Artis laughed, refusing. They would do horrible things with it. He was the only one who could resist the ring's evil urges. He's held on to it for hundreds of years, apparently. Mark tries to remind the Frost Giants of Arl's power. If they try to control aspects of her domain, they may be asking for trouble. But in the end, the Frost Giants were unconvinced. Artis booked it away from them, and the Giants followed after. Our heroes made it back, the promise, limping. I know some other stuff happened, but I'd like to start there and sprinkle what happened in between there. Anything significant I missed up to that point, though? Think so.
Those 40 cultists we killed on the way.
The 40 cultists and all the XP. Yeah. There was definitely
We're
that.
level 10 now. We're level 10 now.
Okay, I'm so thankful for you guys.
No, I think you got it.
I think we'd likely still do the stuff with the dog right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah, there's just some things that happens between that. So, I mean, essentially, you get back to town, and you realize you don't have the last ingredient needed to cure this dog. Yeah, I guess you rush over to the hut, and that's when the threatening happens. And we probably start right after that.
Yeah, we did the... Because we did create the cure. I think we hadn't given it to the dog yet.
Right. Well, I know we did a lot of that stuff, but I need to sprinkle some stuff in between that. Not to change any of that. But yeah, I think we're starting at well, let me look at my notes real quick. Let me start.
Why don't you just tell us where you need us in the in-between, because we
All
may
right.
not know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll let you know where we're starting. Give me a sec here.
One Mississippi.
Oh, out of time.
I just can't believe you're using the rule of take-backsies.
The rule of take-backsies. Yeah.
Well, we are coming up on Thanksgiving, and it is a sacred tradition.
And I'm where it all went down.
You are.
All right. So yeah, you guys, you come back to town. You see Jenny's owner is like, "Oh, you got the stuff," and Mark realizes that he doesn't have the third Algernon flower needed to craft the cure. So you guys rush back up to the artifact dealer guy, trying to demand where to find some. Does he have some? Turns out he does, but he needs it for his own fix to craft some for the coming days. He's going to be on shift. But Mark turns to Snorri, asking him to threaten the guy. What do? You pull him out the window and punch him in the face?
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right.
Oh, no, actually, no, long-armed. I punched around Mark and got him just right through the window.
Okay.
This.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Bloody Nose, he finally gives up his last Algernon flower for Mark to be able to go back and craft what needs to be crafted.
He got money.
He got some money? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can't forget that.
No, we didn't steal. We paid him. He just didn't want to sell it. Then I punched him. Then he wanted entirely too much money. Then I was getting ready to punch. Then I was getting ready to rob him. But we settled on a number because Mark wasn't even willing to haggle. It was like this much. Mark's like, money.
Oh yeah, he was just gonna give any amount. Yeah, I remember.
And I'm like,
that.
no, you're gonna pay him back, and then you're gonna like.
That's definitely true. Okay, so that's definitely happening, and I mean, I imagine after you get the flower, you head back towards wherever you're gonna go to craft it. I assumed that you're kind of hanging out in the medical hut where Farul and Gondolo are. That's where I've placed your tokens. You guys head back that way when you overhear, or at least Mark overhears just some small talk between a group of Flaming Fist over to the side. Just you hear mentions of Broken Barrel and some accusatory phrasing. But you just hear that on the outside. You can go and make your stuff. You guys are still doing bad. Sigrun's at 12, Snorri's at 6, Mark's at 1, Margarita's at 21, and Faye is at 2 HP.
No, we had a short rest.
Yeah.
I thought we had a long rest.
No, we had a short rest.
We had a short rest and we expended hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, if it's a short rest, then awesome. Well, but okay. Wouldn't that have happened after this moment?
No, it happened after the fight. We had a short rest right on site.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yep.
we didn't want to risk walking anywhere with some of us near death, basically.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy rules. We didn't want another random encounter.
Gotcha. Well, I guess the just being still harmed. Not as bad as you were, but still not at 100% walking back.
We haven't long rested, so I don't know if anyone has a single spell slot to spare.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you hear some of this small talk between a small group of fists. I don't know if you do anything or just go to craft your stuff.
Can I try to listen in? Subtly?
Yeah, give me a stealth.
Cool. And we're back with our bad roll.
Yeah,
Told you, your birthday was yesterday. The luck's gone.
Yeah.
Trying to listen in without giving them away.
You know, it started last night when my flight was delayed, and then, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give you this. I mean, that's your stealth, so I'll say you hear it. It's just they catch you listening in. You essentially hear them talking about you guys. They had been sent to look for Broken Barrel.
Mm-hmm.
They found a number of bodies out there that they're not associating with Broken Barrel, but seems to be evidence of the cultists out there. But they're wondering, I guess this group seems to be suspicious of you guys at the very least.
So what I'm going to roll into instead is deception. And I'm going to act like I'm really concerned about what's going on. And I'm going to say, Have you found Broken Barrel yet? Is he doing okay?
They turn to you. Give me the deception roll. And I guess, where's everybody else in this? Is everyone in a group and Sigrun has walked off to the side, or?
Fuck's sake!
Oh no!
I figure.
Can I use inspiration? I haven't found out the result of the roll yet. Can I use inspiration?
Okay, sure. What were you saying, Faye?
I figure if we notice that Sigrun walked away, we might be nice. We might have stopped a short ways away, and we're sort of like, "Where's Sigrun? Oh, she's over there doing something."
So you're
I don't think we're far.
Yeah, I mean, you're still standing out, waiting for her on the path between where you were and where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Sigrun comes in. Have you guys found him yet? No. Which is what's odd. If he was killed, why aren't we finding anything?
I don't know, but we just had another run-in with those cultists. They almost killed all of us. And we ran into some more bodies. I've never seen anything like it. And this is actually real because we ran into these bodies, these corpses.
Yeah, right. Yeah, blending the truth with the lie. Yeah, hell yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. The head, it wasn't like it got smashed in or chopped off. It was just gone. Like a chunk was taken out of it, but there was no gore or any sign of it being bitten or anything. It was just gone.
Where was this? We found evidence of the same thing.
I tell them where it was. I think we just left those bodies there, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them exactly where it was.
That's the same
If
ones
you have
we
a map,
found.
I can mark it. Oh, it's the same ones you found, yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
was what
inside the
clued us
Scholars
into
District.
this cultist thing was going on. Do you think maybe that they can just do that to whole bodies? And she shudders.
Give me a performance check. Like, that's a performance, yeah? Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's
Still
not the
pretty
worst.
good.
Yeah, not the worst.
Okay, yeah. Considering how
These
I'm
are guard
rolling.
NPCs. That's actually
Solid.
great.
What about the rest of your group?
I mean, we all saw the bodies together. But they almost died too. Quite a few of us. We were pretty close to bleeding out.
Well, let's ask him. He's the main guy in the group starts walking towards the group. You got your friend here seems to think that Broken Bear was attacked by these cultists. You share the same view?
Well,
One moment.
I have things to do.
Yeah. He's like, are we fucking talking to you? I'm busy.
Sorry, they need to heal the sick dog in
He's back
town.
to grinding zombie brains.
All right. Well,
Checking my correspondence, so I'm busy too.
what are you doing?
Checking
Yeah,
my
she's-
correspondence.
Yeah, so with Mark, I'm like, yeah, he's trying to heal the sick dog in town. And then when Margaria's like, she's checking her correspondence, I go and I explain further, and I'm like, yeah, she's a single mom to 2 orphans. She adopted them. She's just trying to make a living for them.
Well, a single mother would never be capable of murder, I guess.
Impossible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Can I roll a persuasion check?
I don't.
Sure.
Everything I'm telling
They
them is
persuaded
true.
themselves.
Convince themselves. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they said it, and you're just
Can
gonna
I
double
get
down.
assistance? Can I get assistance from them? Can I get the help action?
I want to help. I want to defend my honor.
Okay, give me persuasion.
Well, I rolled a 25.
Oh God. Okay.
Well,
I mean, it's not
did
you
she just
failing.
help
It's
me?
yeah, she's just adding it. I'll look at what she.
Either way, good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, 16
With disadvantage.
with the disadvantage. Yeah, exactly. You're tired.
You
after
keep
this
keep
fight.
trying to catch us out on this murder, and we keep
Don't
trying to persuade them that we
Like,
didn't do
it's exactly
shit.
like the gift. Like Sigrun is talking it. Yeah, what she said.
No
What's
body,
she
no
say?
crime.
Yeah, unless they can prove it. All right, well, fair enough. I do. If you see anything, if you hear anything you think is useful, please let us know. We're definitely worried.
We the last time we encountered them when we almost died was at that weird looking obelisk over in this district, and she points it out for them.
Okay. But you saw no evidence of Broken Barrel being there?
No, we were gonna try to keep one alive to interrogate them, but they were just too strong. We just kind of had to. We were fighting for our lives.
Give me a deception.
That's kind of true, though. We were
Snorri
fighting
was
for our
chopping
lives,
the heads off. You had a chance to keep one alive, and he murdered.
Oh, really?
them. Yeah.
Okay, can I?
Well,
I didn't
I
know that
mean,
because I
sure.
wasn't here. Can
Okay.
Can I amend my statement?
Prove it.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so she essentially what she says is she just points out and she says, "No, we didn't see any sign of Broken Barrel, but we were just fighting for our lives because of how strong they were. She just leaves out the part of trying to keep one alive.
Okay. Alright, well, let me know. Do let us know if you see anything.
Of course.
They leave you alone.
Oh.
Or I guess they leave you there and watch you walk back
Can
to
I
wherever you're going.
can I do a vibe check on how they're feeling about us now?
Yeah. What is that? Perception, I guess? Insight, maybe? Is that what you're
Insight.
doing? Insight, yeah.
Yeah.
A 20.
So we palled on that we're helping the dying dog in town, that Margarita's a single mother of 2 orphans, and that we're just out here trying to do good, man.
I'm going to give you 2 points of information here.
Okay.
He's bought it for the most part.
Okay.
He respects you until you guys turn around.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what?
Until you guys start to walk away, you end up glancing back at him, and his expression is fully changed
What?
to more skepticism, disdain, unhappiness, doubt.
Okay.
Which is frustrating because you did such a good job, like convincing,
Yeah, a little bit.
sewing in sort of things. I mean, you're not sure what could have just changed his mind so quickly after you did such a good job. But it must be significant.
Is there like she looks at her back. Is there like a kick me sign on her back or something?
Let me give you more details. You joined the group, and the group walked away. That's when you noticed.
Except we weren't walking away because Snorri was grinding brains, and I think we would have stayed there to finish what Snorri and Mark were doing.
Well,
like we wouldn't have walked away right away, right?
The group stopped on the way to where they were going to do that stuff for you to have this interaction. So I imagine you joined the group again. They went to the hut to do their stuff. And that's when this is happening.
What?
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How
much
much?
trying to frame us? Because we definitely didn't do that.
What? You most definitely did do it.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, but they don't know that we did it.
What did we do?
Maybe not.
I didn't do anything. I am innocent.
You're just an innocent, yeah.
I'm going straight to Mount Celestia, buddy. Starting at the 7th level.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, so Sigrun, you pick up that bit of detail. I mean, it's not like they immediately try to fight you. It's not like they're necessarily convinced, per se. Their attitude changed in a second. You guys end up making it back to the medical hut. One of the priests of the Fists is healing, is wrapping bandages around Faru and Gondola. Hey, we're doing pretty good now. I think we're almost ready to go. Oh, you guys don't look so hot, though.
Yeah, it's been a day.
Days, man.
I'll sit down. Take a load off, you guys.
Oh my God, Faye. Ah, shoot, Faye, what the heck happened to you? I shouldn't have let you go alone. I'm not leaving you guys alone no more.
It's fine. It's fine.
That could have been worse. I don't know. I'm sticking with the group.
It could have been worse, but it wasn't.
That's mighty optimistic of you. All right, so yeah, now you guys spend some hours working on your stuff, crafting up some brain stuff, crafting a cure for Algernon poisoning.
How
But
did the dog get Algernon poisoning? Faye asks while they're working on stuff.
It had consumed a flower.
Typical dog shenanigans.
Where? In town?
The city.
Why was the
It
dog
has
in the
many
city?
more. I do not know.
I was just thinking, because the flowers grow near magical disturbances and ley lines. And is there an obelisk in town?
Many.
No, I mean like in the small camp that we're in.
No. Only in the ruins.
Then and the dog does go out to the ruins?
It must have at some point.
Dog doing dog things.
Hmm. I just hope that that drug dealer didn't leave his stash around or feed some to the dog.
No,
He seemed
I
careless.
spoke to the dog.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is a good thought, it is a good skepticism to have.
You guys hear a familiar voice echo from out in the camp. Peering through the window, you spot the man known as Artist Simber has wandered in, and a group of fists are gathering around for him to start telling a story. He starts talking about Nata. You guys want to know how I got away from those frost giants?
Kind of. And I'm walking over.
Okay, you walk over to him. Okay, you join the group. What about anybody else? You guys hanging out in the medical hut?
Faye keeps working on the the antidote.
Snorri's already committed like I've already rolled for 2 hours of converting brains, so
Sure.
I'm
So you
assuming
just
he's working on that.
dedicated on that for sure.
If we hadn't finished the cure, I wouldn't go listen to him. I would have stayed working with Faye.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Or
Yeah.
we could be at a point where it's sort of fermenting, if you want to do that. Because we sort of for like a herbal tincture type thing, mash it up, put it in the liquid, mix it with pure water, and then we were sort of saying like heat it and let it cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean it requires
It might
4
just be-
hours, but it's usually one person. So like, yeah, if you guys split it up, I'm sure one of you could step away to do something.
Yeah,
While
exactly.
it's going.
Yeah, Faye will stay and watch it. It's just a matter of watching it at this point and just making sure that it stays stable. So go ahead.
Thank you.
Mark heads out, kind of joins this group. You wouldn't believe it. These frost giants were. Oh, hello. Oh, he was there. Well, kind of. Not at first. They're right on my tail, chasing after me. I would dive out of the way. They're swinging their huge axes, smashing any of the rubble that was there. I caused a lot of destruction. Well, they caused a lot of destruction, but look, they had me cornered. Or so I thought. Or so they thought. I clenched my fist. I manifested this huge fist of ice, clobbering the one frost giant, knocking him on his ass. But the second one got me. The second one came up, had a huge rock in its hand, and before I knew it, it clobbered the first one! What? And I got out of there.
Can I insight his bullshit?
Sure.
Why am I looking in spells?
Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Although you can feel tinges of embellishment, but like his shock seems to be somewhat true. That is kind of what he thinks happened. You may pick up that it may not be as clear as that. Although I guess maybe it might. I mean, you're thinking back and you remember the one frost giant that Sigrun was talking to was kind of against the other ones in a way. They weren't all on a united front, so what he's saying might be true. Although it's hard to believe.
I'm gonna wait around until people disperse away from him. I have questions for him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if you
I think,
guys end up going, yeah.
I think I'll also wander up into this conversation.
Okay.
You're who I needed anyway.
Fantastic.
This works out well.
All right. Yeah, a couple of the, or I mean, there's probably only 2 Flaming Fist left, just kind of talking him up, asking him about his adventures. Yeah, I gotta go craft across the island later.
Mr. Simba, do you have a moment?
Oh. Sure, for another adventurer, definitely. Excuse me, guys. Nice to meet you. Yeah, we'll have a drink later. All right. I'm coming.
Walk him a little bit away.
Do you know what that ring does fully?
Of course.
Or
Can I insight him?
Sure.
Fails.
I mean, you might believe that it seems so powerful. And for him, well, I don't know. I guess I don't know how much you know other than what the Frost Giant said.
I'm still gonna go with.
in case there's anything you don't know, I have a friend who may be able to understand that better. Truly identify it.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I mean, with all due respect, I'm not taking this thing off. For her to identify it would mean she'd have to touch it, and that might put us all at risk.
Can I touch it while it's on your finger? Actually, I absolutely can.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be off your finger.
I'm pretty sure I know
Do you actually
what
know
it
anything about
does.
magic?
Of course. I haven't survived over 100 years not knowing about magic.
That
Is
wasn't
he-
a yes.
What?
Is he human?
Yeah, he's human. He seems to be middle-aged.
I'm just gonna keep inciting this man because I don't trust the word that comes out of his mouth.
How have you lived so long being a human?
Mark, you probably... I mean, I don't know if there's anything specific he said, but there's just like an overall tone that you gain after 90 years that you've learned, and you're picking up in him like something confirms his age to you in that insight roll. What were you saying, Sigrid?
I said, how have you lived so long as a human?
It's all in the ring. It stops my aging. What's with your interest in the ring? It seemed like you were mighty friendly with those frost giants. How can I trust you?
You
I
don't
don't
have
want
to.
I don't want the ring. I want to know why they want the ring. There was once a great winter. I was part of a group that stopped it. I would prefer it not happen again.
You and me both. Oh, you were in Icewind Dale then.
3 of us were.
Wow. So you must have seen Levistus's attack firsthand.
First time you ever heard Mark make more of a noise than say something of just like a guttural growl.
Just like, that's your, like, remembering living it.
Yep.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
I am very familiar with that fight.
Oh, how did I not? It's in the history books. Hey, a shield guardian. It's you.
I was destroyed by Levistus because of a coward. Yes.
Incredible. I guess he's just looking over your body, amazed at the work, the differences he's recognizing from a standard shield guardian. Fine craftsmanship. Well, what brings you to Mesro? Are you just looking for treasure, I assume?
Looking for my own adventure. Looking to live.
That's honorable.
Also, we like the ice giant who doesn't actually want your ring. You said earlier that one of the ice giants didn't seem quite as on board with all of the other ones. Something about clobbering over the head.
Right.
Is she okay?
Oh. You do know these ice giants. Yeah, I mean, she didn't come after me. I was able to escape after that.
Did she... What did she do with the others?
I mean, there was just the one with her at that time. I mean, that was after I froze the first one, but... He probably thought...
So she helped you escape, is what you're saying?
Whether I'm not sure on purpose or not, but yeah, it seemed like her actions, definitely. I mean, had she had it in for me, she could have squashed me like a bug right there.
Can I insight him now?
Sure. $12. I mean, you're not picking up on lies. Seems like you're telling the truth.
Seeker just goes, glad she's finally standing up for herself.
I'm glad there's a good frost giant out there. Well, man, they really just rained on my parade. I'm simply here to visit the grave of my dead wife. I come by every handful of years to visit. Then I have to meet Dragonbait out towards Oralunga.
You're going to Oralunga?
Well, nearby, Dragonbait has picked up that something's going on here. There's something wrong with the heart of Chult. He went to check on the Daijobi Senga.
Alex, is Oralunga the place that we're trying to find that we don't know where it is yet?
Yes.
She suddenly becomes very interested and she goes, you know where Oralunga is?
Roughly. It's past Imbala, almost near the Mist Cliffs, somewhat surrounded by mountains.
Could you mark that area on our map, please?
Sure. What's your business there? It's destroyed.
I have a feeling that it has something to do with what you were talking about. There's something wrong with the heart of Chult. My goddess has sent me this way.
Oh, interesting.
The gods are working together to try to solve what's going on here. She is moving the chess pieces around.
curious. So there is something going on here. Dragonbait was right.
Who is Dragonbait?
He's my partner.
Yeah.
He seemed to pick up on some sort of disturbance in the Daijobi Singa, the heart of the jungle. It typically keeps everything safe, but he says something's disturbed it. It's creating some sort of field around the island. He went to check it out. I'm meeting them
Have you
there
heard
later.
from him?
Not yet, but I mean, we have no way to contact each other until we meet up.
God, we need somebody with the fucking message spell. Interesting. Could you mark that on our map as well? Maybe we can help your friend.
Well, I don't know the precise location, but he circles probably like 5 or 6 hexes, probably in about this area.
And he's also marked the general area where Orlunga is as well.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I feel like we've made so much progress in like 5 minutes. We've been looking for this place the whole fucking campaign.
There's also an abjuration field around the island.
Well, that must be the same one that Dragonbait's talking about. How do you know this?
Lazarus.
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm curious. Well, I'm just waiting for those frost giants to clear out, hopefully. Leave the area, I can visit the grave and head out.
This is a long, long time ago. Is this the dude that we met his daughter?
Yes. I love that you remembered that.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You could tell him, Sigrun.
Are you sure? You're the one who pieced that together. You should tell him.
By the way, we had met your daughter. She is looking for you.
I don't have a daughter.
Well, someone is looking for you.
I
And
call
she
that a
knows
Tuesday.
about-
What?
And she knows about your dragon friend.
Wait,
should
no,
look
it
like-
was another dragon.
No. No, you're right.
Yeah, the smelly dragon.
The smelly dragon, that's right.
Tom cannot remember what she looks like, but I describe her the best I can to him.
Remembering all that is enough. That's surprising. That was like first session
That was
stuff.
first session. That was
Yeah.
like how many months ago?
Yeah, exactly. Like 20 sessions ago.
Actually, I don't want to be that guy, but there's no Tuesday in the Forgotten Realms. I think you mean Jan Day or Yat Day, sorry, named after
Well-
Yana, the goddess of agriculture.
I apologize. I have my own weekdays. I have Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Day. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're right. Jan's Day it is. I call that Jan's Day. Sorry, non-sequitur. What were we talking about?
The woman
Oh,
hunting you.
my legend. Okay. Yeah, great. Well, I knew the frost giants must be after me. Of course they want the ring, but who the hell else is on my trail now? And I guess you describe her. Well, another person to keep an eye out for. Blast. How did they track me here? Especially with this abjuration field. The ring can't be tracked.
Multiple things have found you. Something can be.
Yes, apparently so. God.
Maybe you would be safer traveling with us.
Well,
If not, you should at least hire some guards.
That's fair. I probably do need some help, but I worry joining a group. I worry joining any group will just draw danger to them. Also, I can always run. I can always dimension door, get out of trouble, freeze someone. I'd just hate to put anyone else in danger. I do appreciate the offer, but I might just pay my respects to my wife. The gods rest her soul. We lost her in the spell plague with the rest of the city. Pay my respects and I guess head out of here.
What happened to the city?
Um, it's, it's kind of unknown for sure. I mean, what we know is the spell plague happened and magic failed. Places like these were corrupted. And Mesro was lost. I came here as soon as I heard, but I found Alessandra's body amongst the rubble. She had been killed.
I'm sorry.
Well, it was hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I mean, it's hard to believe, but I mean, the spell plague was powerful. She was a Bara. Her father was a Bara. I'm not sure. I mean, but like I said, spell plague was quite a doozy. Well, Mesra was quite the city. You should have seen it.
Oh, if you don't mind, well, I'm just gonna ask anyway, so how long have you been alive?
Well, I'm going on. I wonder if there's an official number online. Over 170 years of old.
Wow. And your wife's grave is here?
That's where I buried her, yes. It's where she lived. It's where she ruled. She was one of the super paladins in charge of protecting the city.
She kind of side eyes Mark and kind of shoots him a little bit of a glance, like, I don't know if he picks up on it or not. She goes, do you think it's possible that, and she kind of looks around, is there anybody close by other than Mark?
No, I mean, at this point, a number of the soldiers
Okay.
probably wander off to their own group.
Okay. Do you think it's possible that there's a part of Mesro that's hidden away?
What do you mean?
Well, have you been in the building in the middle of the city? The tower?
The Temple of Uptown? Not in a while. It's not since I got the ring, I guess. Well, no, not in years.
But you have been in there, you've seen the map of the city?
Oh, the mosaic floor, of course.
Yeah. There are more people, more things moving around on that map than there are actual people in the city.
Well, but that doesn't make sense. That's a live map of the city.
Exactly. Do you know what the obelisks around the city are for?
Decoration?
I don't think so. Our working theory is that there are these cultists of the Sphere of Annihilation going around trying to activate these.
House Karanok is here?
Yes, you need to be careful.
Oh no, everyone needs to be careful. That's been a rival of Mesro for a while, even back when I was here.
Yes, I believe that they're trying to access a hidden part of Mesro where there might still be citizens of Mesro walking around the city.
You think
They seem to be activating the obelisks in a specific order.
Wait,
Are you sure you don't know anything about this? I mean, your wife was
well,
one of the protectors of this place.
I Well, I was.
Is it possible?
I mean, they're capable of great magic, and I mean, I guess I always wondered why they would have let the spell plague affect them as such. Oh my god, I feel stupid. Alessandra, do you think she's. Well, but I found her body.
Wait, you are you sure it was her body?
Well, now you have me questioning everything. I'm not sure.
Well, why don't you stay and help us unravel this? Travel with us for a little bit, and we'll see what we can uncover. Can I roll a
Okay.
persuasion? Can I
Yeah,
roll
yeah,
persuasion?
yeah. I mean, he's just processing. He's not even looking at you guys in the eye. He's listening to everything you're saying. Alessandra, you might be. Okay, I'm not. If Mesro's out there and House Karanok is at foot, we can't let them in. The,
No. We destroyed a large group before they could activate the next obelisk in their path, but they almost killed us. We had to retreat.
oh no, when was this?
Uh, when was this? How long ago, Alex?
Probably like an hour or so.
About an
Probably.
hour or so ago.
Oh my god.
We were almost dead.
Well, there's no time to waste. We've got to get back in there.
Almost all of my spell energy is gone.
Oh no.
But we do have physically strong people. But there are two of us, or well, there are three of us who kind of rely on spell energy. I'm a little bit in between, but
Well,
two of us rely pretty heavily on spell energy, and I think they're pretty close to tapped. Actually, is that true? I would have known.
I'm completely
Yeah.
tapped.
You're
I am,
completely
I am,
tapped.
I am completely tapped.
Yes.
I don't think there's a spell left in the party.
I have some. I
It is
have
well,
some. I have some level. I have one packed magic slot left, and that's it.
You would have got all your packed magic back with the short rest.
Yes, exactly. So almost all of my spell energy is tapped, and both of our full casters, their spell energy is completely tapped.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're. Yes, I'm definitely joining the fight to save Mesra, no doubt. I guess I'll join you where the rest of your group is.
Okay, let's rejoin the rest of our group and kind of explain what we've put together here. Magic recap scene.
Alright, Artist joins you in the health hut. The priest doesn't have to be here anymore. He heads outside. Alright, yeah.
Also, we need to heal this sick dog first.
Oh, you really are good.
She
It's a
doesn't
dog.
laugh.
Well, if I was on the fence before, you've definitely proven that you have a good heart.
Secret side eyes Snorri.
Okay?
Snorri's not even looking up from his work with his brains. You guys are being very noisy, and that's upsetting.
Okay. Yeah. So, what's your guys' plan? I mean, if you're not at the obelisk now, can't they just activate it?
Go activate a different one.
What?
Well, they know they have to be activated in a specific order.
They have to be activated in a specific order. The one we were at was the next one, so we couldn't just. But if you activate one other than that, it should disrupt the pattern. They'll have to start over.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea.
We just couldn't do it to the one we were at because that was the correct next one.
Okay, so which one should we go to?
I think. I don't know. We were talking about maybe doing one of them, but we are really out of energy once, and I'm waiting for this to brew. I don't know if, I mean, if you can outrun, well, I suppose it depends on if you know how to activate an obelisk.
You said you had a dimension door spell. Do you think that you could get you can go along with one other person, right?
That is true.
Do you think you could maybe take me and we could go activate another obelisk and then get out? Activate one that's out of the order?
Hmm. Just for the quiet, yeah.
Just
Too much
pushes him
talking.
aside, goes outside, slams the door behind him.
Okay.
He's usually like that, don't mind him.
A little grumpy. It's okay. He's got something going on. It's not about me. Okay, so the plan is to disrupt them. Okay. Are we just gonna hang out and do that forever?
Well, they have at least one less team running between the obelisks. And if you disrupt it, they'd have to start all over. And they might even reorganize, knowing that there's a group out there that can fight one of their whole groups. Like, they don't know that we barely survived. They'll just know that their team went down,
Right.
potentially called for backup. So
they'll be hesitant.
they might move more slowly and more cautiously.
Okay.
If we can just activate one of the obelisks out of order, then it resets the whole thing.
Would we potentially deactivate one of the obelisks as well?
I couldn't figure out how to turn any of them off. I was trying to figure out a way to... The only thing I could figure out from the one we were at was how to turn it on, which isn't what we wanted to do, so...
Okay.
Well, could we... Are they damageable? Could we... I don't know.
We don't know what...
Well, so if we damage one of them, who knows what happens to the people inside this spell, or... I mean, we wouldn't be able to get in, you wouldn't be able to get in. Maybe that's a good thing.
I mean, yeah, I'm torn. If Alessandra's there, I definitely want to get there, but if it means House Karanok gaining access, I don't know if it's worth it. And how long are we talking? If you guys have to rest up, I'm not sure.
That's what I'm saying. You and I.
Let's
go.
Just go.
Because you can only dimension door one other person out.
Right.
And our casters are out of energy. Our barbarians, no offense, are not very good at sneaking. I'm kind of the in-between. You're not here, Sean!
I'm pretty sure I'm the stealthiest one in the party. Rude!
I mean, I guess
Wait,
if,
what's your
if it
spell?
buys us time. What is his stealth? Oh, +5.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're way stealthier than me.
That's so sad.
It's okay. You hopped out in a grumpy pile, so, and you're in the middle of something. I'll amend my statement to say, and our one barbarian is in the middle of something, so.
Okay. Well, I guess if it buys us time, Then, yeah, I guess let's go. We'll activate. I mean, we'll hopefully find one that's not activated already. That's a 1 in 4 shot. 5.
Can I do some kind of roll to try to narrow down where we might go? Because okay, so we know that
You know 2
is
of
there
them
some
at
kind of
least.
can I look at the map of Chult? Because we know I think 3 of them, right? I did some kind of logical deduction the last time I was playing, but that was a couple of weeks ago. So we know that,
You know the library. Well, I'll let you say it,
yeah,
and I'll confirm.
okay. So we know that this one's been activated. Oh, I need a better color. Something that's more obvious. Oh, well. So, okay, so we know that this one's been activated, and we know that the one over here has been activated, right?
Right.
And there was one other one that I think I had figured out had been activated based off of where they were going.
I thought we could see it on the obelisks.
Yeah, but we don't know which. I don't think we know which symbol lines up with which obelisk, though.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you just don't know
Yeah.
the location. I mean, you just know that the lights on them when they were happening signify the ones you were at. So, like, the second one is the one in the library, right? And I think the 4th
Mhm.
one is the one by the market. And if they
Oh my
had,
god, I need a better color.
or maybe it's the 6th one. Well, the one by the market is the one they need next. And they need 5 more after that.
Okay,
I mean-
sorry, which one? I was distracted changing my color so that this actually shows up.
I don't know if
Okay.
anything I said actually matters to the plan, but like the library one is the second one, and I'm pretty sure the market one is like 4th or 5th. So there's 5 other ones that they need to activate. I don't know if we are assuming
Okay.
they're gonna get to the one in the market.
Yeah, okay, so I ask artists if he can mark out where the other ones are that he knows of.
Okay, I mean I know there's one around the corner from my house. I recall seeing one in. I guess that's that-ish area.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I mean, I guess that I know of another one in the agricultural, but it's probably flooded.
Hmm. Maybe we can send our friend to guard the flooded one.
Your friend?
Yes, our sarcophagus.
Your friends with a casket?
No, our little alligator friend. What did we name him again?
Sally and Fred and John.
Sally.
Sally. Okay. And it
Sally.
definitely wasn't Sally, but that's fine.
It was Fred, and
Wait,
then
was
it got
it Sally?
shifted. It went from Fred to a girl's name.
I went
Yeah.
to Sally because it's an alliteration with Sarcosuchus.
Right.
I thought it was Sandy.
Sandy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Sandy.
Sandy.
That's what
That
it
was
was.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't. Okay. Okay. Okay, so maybe we send
Sally's the name of
Sandy.
a Mustang.
Maybe we send Sandy to guard the underwater one. Make it difficult to access.
Well, everything is smart. I guess you know more about this than I do. I'm just following suit.
So you only know where 2 are?
I mean, it's been years. Yeah, those are the ones that stand out to me because I passed them the
And
most.
there's one in the basement of the center area, right? And that one's already been activated. There's one in here, isn't there?
I didn't think so, but there
I
can
thought there was
be.
one in the basement. Does anybody else remember this?
No.
I thought there was one in there.
No, I think there's a site where like the actual portal's gonna open up once we.
Oh, okay. And when we saw the group heading out, they were going for were they going for the agricultural or the residential?
At the beginning, they were going into the residential.
So they've probably already activated the one in the residential area, right? So maybe the underwater one is our best bet.
All right. I mean, we could. I
Anybody
guess
else?
let's. Any thoughts, everyone?
I mean, I'm not going, so, but,
This is how I die.
Yeah, just gonna go out on your own. I mean, you have the dimension door as a backup, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, what? We're just gonna activate it
Yeah.
and come back. That should buy us time to reset the whole thing. How long did it take to get them? I mean, how long? What? How many hours per activation do they? Do we know?
I don't think it takes them that long.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it'll be a band-aid, but maybe your friends can get rested up and we can do something significant.
Yeah.
Okay.
the alternative is to do nothing. So
Yeah, we can't
I
do
don't.
that.
Let's just do this.
Yeah.
All right.
So if we find one that isn't activated, what we can do is we can take shifts, continuing to activate it, causing them to continually go back to the start.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess let's get going. If it means saving Mesro, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, we're heading out. Artist.
I'll start thinking of a backup character.
Gosh. You know, y'all. I don't. Well,
As you're leaving.
If you're staying here, I think maybe I'll go with them just to make sure they're safe.
But we can't get you out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shoot. Okay. Well, best of luck, y'all. I hope you live. I guess
Wow, you gave up so quickly.
well, you know, if Faye had asked me, that's where my my loyalties lie at the moment. But y'all are nice too.
I mean, I'm not gonna send you to die.
Well, I could withstand a thing or two, but yeah, if I can't get teleported out, that might be bad. And if you don't think I'm gonna be helpful, I'll stay right back here. You want to go on, get.
Why don't you go with them, but wait at the place they're going to teleport to?
All right. All right, that sounds smart. I'll do that. I'm coming with, but I'm keeping my distance.
Okay. Hey, right. give me that big sheet that we used on Sandy to ride him last time. That'll help us fast track across the city.
So you're gonna call Sandy to the camp?
I'm gonna go into definitely not to the camp. Not gonna implicate myself like that, Alex. Thank you very much.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I'm gonna go in. Gonna
Like a,
go in.
like across the bridge and like into the city proper. I see. I
Yeah,
see where
and
you're
I'm
peeking.
gonna
Yeah.
call Sandy.
Alright.
Not really knowing the plan because he was outside. Snorri's following it behind.
Okay.
Like you see Sigrid taking off with fucking chuckle fuck here, and like, no, that's not happening.
As we're walking, I'm explaining the plan, going, but you can't come because
Mm,
you're in the middle of doing this brain thing, and we can only teleport one other person out if you want to wait with.
yeah, that's a terrible idea. Anyway, so where are we going?
Okay, well, you can wait with the guide if you want to.
Absolutely, that's what I'm going to do.
I don't believe you.
That
We're the
sounds like a you
chaperones.
problem, Sigrid.
Fine. Let's go.
He knows what he wants at least. Alright. Alright. Well, they leave. I mean, let's before we put the focus all the way on everyone who's going to do this stuff, what kind of stuff is happening back at like what let's touch base with Faye for a minute. I mean, I know you're just sitting waiting for this to fix. Is there anything specific you'd like to do, or are you just hanging out in the hut the whole time?
Pretty much just hanging out. She'd if she'd ask people like, or like if there's like some of the flaming fist guys come through the tent or something, since it's the medical tent, so sometimes they might come visit someone there or check in.
Sure. Or the main priest will come in every once in a while, so you could
Yeah,
always touch base with
yeah.
them.
And she'd ask them if they have seen her friend Marty, if she's looking for Marty.
Marty?
So she'd ask them, she'd ask them if they've seen Marty.
You know, I'm not good with names. I'm more. I have not
Okay,
met
he
anybody
has
named
he has
Marty.
he has dark hair with some gray though, but he's not really old. He doesn't smile a lot, and he usually looks kind of hurt, but you wouldn't think that he wouldn't act like he's hurt though.
Hurt guy. I see a lot of hurt guys, I'll tell you that. I might have seen him. Huh.
When?
Well, I mean, I'm mixing a lot. A lot of the guys I see are hurt and have a little bit of gray.
He has a bow,
A
like a really
like a
big
bow
one.
tie?
Like a really no, like a long bow,
oh,
like a
oh,
bow
that's
and
a
arrow.
tie. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Ah, okay, so he's a fighter guy. Well, I tell you what, I've just been mainly working on the fists here. Unless he's joined up with the fist, I'm not sure. I might have seen him. He could have been when.
I don't
One of
know.
those
He didn't
fishers
join
that
up with the
came
fist.
by.
He was. I heard he was on some kind of expedition thing.
Ooh, adventuring guy. Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't think he should be doing that, but
You don't think so? He's
no.
ain't it
I
over
mean,
his head.
first time I met him, he was like really hurt and in the Underdark, so I had to like give him some healing stuff.
Oh man, these hurt people are always the ones who want to get in the most trouble. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They're
I just got really
addicted to the
hurt, and I
pain.
never want to do that again.
Right? I stubbed my toe and I said, nah, never
Bad
again.
news, Street Fact.
Anyway, if you see Marty, just tell him I'm looking for him.
I will do. I'll start asking people's names.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Uh,
You have to pull out your sheet.
she gives her full name.
Yeah. Whoa,
Just say
that's a
that rather than be funny.
mouthful. Okay, yeah, heck yeah. I'll remember some of that.
I have fully forgotten my gnome's full name because we just call her Badger, but each letter stands for something.
Oh, really?
Can't
That's
remember what the
awesome.
fuck it is.
That's funny. Margarita, what would you be doing? Just hanging out, watching them craft stuff, chilling in the tent.
Yeah, chilling, maybe filing the axes,
Okay,
like with
just
stones or something.
sharpening all your
Yeah,
multitude of axes that you've accumulated.
yeah, my other babies.
Your other babies, yeah.
This is my son and my other son and my son's son
A
and
single
my
mom,
son's
right?
son's son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Single mom to some axes.
yeah, and a bunch of kids
Yeah.
that she just keeps piling somewhere. I don't know. Don't ask too many questions about the kids.
Give me, just give me an insight real quick, Margarita.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a 4. Ah.
Okay, 4. Oh, 3. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Shut up,
Getting
John!
these things real sharp.
You freaking cursed her.
Right? That's hilarious. Alright, yeah, just hanging out while people are crafting stuff. You're just. It's a whetstone? Isn't that a sharpener? Is that what I'm thinking? Or is that
Yeah.
wrong? Yeah.
Did I just slide one of my fingers or something?
Yeah, you accidentally cut your finger slightly on it.
Yeah, it's not sharp enough yet to cut a finger off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Alright, so yeah, Margarita's sharpening her axes. Maybe Bob's just roaming around. Mark, what would you be doing?
Helping Faye. Anything.
Okay, yeah, just facilitating the cure, any kind of boiling and whatnot. Alright. You guys are all hanging out back at camp. And the others enter the city and head across towards the architectural district.
I want
No,
to try to
agriculture.
steadily hang back with artists for a second now that Snorri's coming along with me and refusing to stay back. I want to try to whisper in his ear, if things go south, get Snorri out. I'll make my own way out.
It's awfully honorable of you. You keep proving to me who you are. I respect that.
They need him more than they need me.
Fair. Fair enough. Alright, I
Nope.
guess Alright. Well, okay, so I guess you guys enter the city and you guys make it to the edge of the water.
I actually imagine that just as Seagrin is like, they need him more than they need me, Snorri just like walks into something or trips over something.
He's trying so hard to listen in on our
Yeah.
conversation. He walks
Steps
into a
and shit.
pillar.
It's just like, ah, scraping his
I don't know if Snorri would own it, or he'd like try to pretend like he meant to do that kind of thing. Just like
No, he can't Charlie Kelly this. He's gonna scrape that boot off and be very upset.
Okay, fair. Okay. Ah, crap. I don't have water walk. And I can't freeze the whole pond.
Don't worry about it. We have a ride. And Seagrin starts playing her drum in that very specific rhythm.
I'm not sure how this...
That.
I'll wait and see. You're right. You must know what you're doing.
Ora lunga, chimichanga, alligator funga, hey. Oh.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it goes.
That's the
That's canon
words.
now.
Yeah, that's it.
Except it's all in that guttural bugbear growl singing,
Mhm.
so you can't tell what it says. Only Snorri understands it.
Okay, yeah, and then within a couple minutes, freaking Sandy breaches the water, artist, jumping back, holding his ring out in front of him. Whoa!
Nope, it's okay. This is our friend.
It's freaking dead.
Only a little.
So,
Ah, okay. Fair enough. If it'll do your bidding, then let's get on with it.
yeah, so she lays that, whatever they used the last time to avoid the poison back,
Mm-hmm.
on it, and we all pile on, and she kind of indicates with her finger where she wants to go,
Okay.
which would be, I guess, down here, which seems to be kind of the closest.
Well, I think you have to enter through the front doors in the middle.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Oh, well, unless
Yeah,
you want to
fair
go
enough.
down and around or over and
Hang on,
down.
hang on, hang on. Are these vines only draped across, or are there some hanging down?
They could be. Okay, sure. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, however you want to enter. You can go straight through the door in the middle, or if you want to come down here and climb up some vines.
This
Yeah, I
is
want to
that
climb
dead?
up some vines.
All right.
Yeah, there's vines right here by these stairs going down. Let's try right there.
Sure. Yeah, you kind of get up in there. You're standing on the back of Sandy.
What if we're going to
reaching
the
up.
underwater one? We're going to the residential one?
Oh, right. We're going to the waterlogged one. Right. So we're actually going right here.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just a matter of going right instead of left, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, right. No.
Yes, right. All right. Well, just give me some athletics checks. Not a big deal. You just
Wait,
climbing up.
No, but it's an entire water route. We're going to this. We're going
Yeah,
to this one.
can it like loop just out of the wall and come right back up?
Yeah, if that's how you want to
Or
do
like-
it too. Sure.
Or like through here. Yeah, it could
Yeah,
take us
sure.
over there. Yeah. Sorry, I just got confused. I forgot we weren't going to the residential district one, and we were actually going to this one.
Yeah, no worries. I just need to know which way we're going. Are we going left and down, or sorry, right and then down, down and then around?
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. Whatever right artist thinks is best. He knows the area.
Well, I mean, I guess if we're riding waterways the whole way, then yeah, let's go right and then down.
Okay.
All right, so that's what you do. You end up standing in the area where you expect the obelisk to be, but it seems to be the deepest area of the flooded section. You'll have to swim down probably 30 feet to get to it.
It's okay. I can hold my breath for a really long time.
Can you?
Yep. It's your constitution score multiplied by something. Oh.
It's 1 plus your constitution mod in minutes. Which is still decently long.
A really long time for how, considering we can move 30 feet in 6 seconds.
I hear you. I hear you. Well,
Yeah.
you look down into the water, and it seems like well,
So it's 30 feet down, so we can just swim. I can just swim down.
you can swim down. You start to swim down, and you see
Okay.
sharks in the water, and an octopus down at the obelisk. Seemingly,
Octopus
the
got-
sharks are spinning around the octopus, and the octopus is at the obelisk defending it.
Does it look like it's activated yet?
No.
Okay, sick. Okay, well, at least we're in the right area. Um. mm,
I'll move you here. So you can kind of see what's going on there. You just gonna swim down? Oh, I have to come with you, don't I?
I mean, the two of us might want to go down, and then you might just want to pop us back out of here. Get us away from the sharks and the octopus. Because if I get grappled by that octopus, you can just pop us right out of there, right?
I guess as long as I'm near you, yeah. I need to be able to touch you.
Yep, so we're gonna swim down together.
Okay. All right. Let's establish some things. When I was the cultists trying to activate the obelisk, my rule was that they have to be standing at it for a round.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because the
Yeah.
one started it and then got teleported away and didn't get to finish. So you have to be
Yeah.
there for a whole round.
Yeah.
And then this is what I'd like to do with underwater stuff. I know we're not doing that much. This is the first time it's happened. But holding your breath, I feel, should be like concentration. You know what I mean? If you get
Like
hit,
if you get hit.
then
We're already